What's up? What's up? What's up? Austin, what's up, my man? It's 2021. What's happening your way? Man, what's up, guys? I'm sorry, I've taken the last 2 weeks off. I just got back in town this week. I was at home in vacation mode, hanging out with my niece and my family. So I'm not too good with anime, so what do you mean? The Lions getting Zach Wilson and the 49ers. I haven't seen all of the hoopla, but all I've been seeing is, oh my God, they interviewed him. They love him. So we're going to see. All right, Matthew, we'll catch you. I'm doing good, man. I had a really, really great holiday. I got to interview my football coach. He's the defensive coordinator at Western, Louis Esposito. I got to interview him for a project that I'm working on. So that was really good. And I just hung out with my family. It was fun. How was everybody's holidays, Christmas, New Year's? The Giants need to give away Evan Ingram. That's who they should have been mad at instead of Doug Peterson for sitting Jalen Hurts. They should be mad at Evan Ingram. Feels good to be back. Somebody tell me something good. Scott, man. It's not me. It's the computer. He had really fast internet today. Like the answers was out like before the question even popped up. Another Giants fan. Been waiting Eagles or yeah, it was funny because like I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. I was like, they took Hurts out. I think I was editing or doing something different, and I was like, they took Hurts out. Why? So I kept looking up. I was like, why is this dude in the game? And they roll with it. So that was a really funny game to watch. I think you let someone else execute my plan. What is that? You're right. I'm sorry, James. Uh, Notre Dame fan. Yeah, you having a rough go at it. What about who do you guys have? I'm kind of excited for the games tomorrow. I don't think there's going to be a good game. I don't know who plays tomorrow. I don't got the first three games slated, but out the entire weekend, what games are you looking forward to? Baltimore, Tennessee, probably the only one, right? You think the Titans going to eat? Um, we do. I don't know if you guys know. We do a podcast. I'm trying to work on getting it to like a YouTube format. Uh, but we do a podcast, and we had a couple of guys on there say Baltimore's taking it. I even had one of our guys say Baltimore's going to beat Kansas City. So I'm gonna make him. We're gonna make him famous or something because something needs to be said about people that are doubting the Chiefs. I don't think Baltimore is gonna take it. I told you would trade internet for Scott. Come on, man. I don't be remembering stuff. Titans defense rough down the stretch. Who you guys taking? Well, okay, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Uh Pull up the games here and the schedule. Let's see. We got tomorrow the first game, Colts Bills. I'm going Bills on that. Who you guys got? Let's vote. Any given Sunday's right. Got Titans by last 3. Okay. Titans on the last second field goal. Oh no. Come on, Austin. Which one? Bills, loving Stephon Diggs. Buffalo's the surprise team. I'm going Buffalo. Scott still in here? Scott sound like he going Bills, the only ones who can give the Chiefs a run. I believe that. We got a couple people said that too. Bills, Colts. Probably, you think it's Phillip Rivers' last game? Andrew, what's up, man? I hope you had a happy new year. Titans, Bills, and the Browns. That's gross. But if you're going for the Bills now, I wasn't. When the last time I jinxed something? I don't think I jinxed anything recently. It wasn't. Who was it? The Jets. The Jets was the last game I jinxed. Life got in the way. Well, I hope everything's good, man. This isn't as important as getting your life straightened out. I hope Tom Brady balls out too. I think I'm waiting for that's the only game that I really want to see is Tampa Bay, Green Bay. I hope they don't overlook Washington, but I mean, if Washington wins that, geez. Rams, Seahawks. Is there anybody taking the Rams? I think people are going to load up on the Seahawks. I don't see Seattle slipping that early. Last year, someone went 0 to 1,000 round one. Just saying. You taking the Rams, Austin? PFF says I don't think listen. I don't know what the Lions are about to do. I'm not interested in seeing it. I didn't know the cap space was that bad. You will see. I was one game away from helping my dad win 100,000. How so? If you're going, I can't believe Scott. I'm not a jinx anymore. Taking the Seahawks, but it's really a flip game. All depends on Russell Wilson. That's it. I don't think he has a bad game. And I think is Goff still hurt with his thumb? Bob Quinn messed everything up for every bit of the organization. Gonna be trash for at least another. I mean, man, I could save the Lions, with a very overinflated ego. I say that. They aren't saying if he'll play till game day. Okay. Russell Wilson. I didn't like Russell Wilson. It took me, I think it's like 2016 or 17. I thought he was a glorified running back for a while, but I think that 2016 playoff run, he made some throws, and I was like, oh man. No, listen, I could not physically be out there. Everything hurts. I'm old. FTP all day. And finally, everybody's going Tampa Bay, right? Even Scott, even I can't mess up Tampa Bay and Washington, right? Please confirm that in the chat. Pete Carroll, what were you thinking? I think I started taking a guess like that. Seahawks haven't been great down the stretch this year, and I picked them, so that's going to be the jinx one right there. No Washington. You want Washington? Do you like the Cinderella story, Andrew? Even I can't possibly jinx the Bucks. We're gonna see. We're gonna see tomorrow. And then we got the wild card on Sunday. Ravens, Titans. We going Ravens? or we going Titans? Like Ron Rivera as a coach and a person. Riverboat's cool. Just say you're a tight end and the Bears will take you. Titans, Ravens. That's a new name. Darab Koresh. Is that it? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't butcher that. Going Titans, but you're not comfortable with it. If it makes you feel good, I'm going Ravens. If Washington, man, I don't think Tom Brady's legacy could handle that. Didn't you lose to the guy with one leg? That's not going to happen. It's a miracle they're there. But like Austin said, any given Sunday, the Giants stopped Rodgers 15-1 season. 2011 and stopped in his Favre in his last year in Green Bay. Let's see. We got, who did we say? We said one Titans, one Ravens. Scott's going Titans. I'm going Ravens. Anybody else? Let's see. Bears, Saints. Does anybody think money making Mitch is gonna pull it off in New Orleans? Andrew Titans. Bears Saints. What we got? You think Bears? Wow. They're hottest team offense in the league right now. I think something screwy. The only way the Bears win if it's something screwy happens to the Saints. Kamara's out. I thought I saw he was cleared and he's playing. Yeah, but if Kamara's out, that's something big. I don't know, man. That Bears defense might show up. All Mitch has to do. It was a close game, the first game, but it's playoff time. All Mitch has to do is not turn the ball over, which I know that's saying a lot. If he runs the ball and gets some big chunks, that could be something that frees up some passing lanes where he can make some easier throws. I'm not confident though. I wouldn't bet the house on. It's not the Lions defense out there. So Bears are gonna win in the Miracle at the Dome. What's the scenario? The Miracle at the Dome. Is it gonna be a Mitch Trubisky comeback? Mitch Trubisky domination, defense domination? What's the narrative? They are still playing, and that's the only thing that you got to think about. It's the Bears. Like if the defense doesn't score a defensive touchdown, they're in trouble. What Bears team is better? The Rex Grossman led Bears or the Mitch Trubisky led Bears? I don't think Michael Thomas is playing. I'm taking Ravens. Yeet vibes. What's up, man? Good to see you in here. Mitch gets too much hate. Mitch doesn't get enough hate. That's a bad quarterback. Like he's not absolutely garbage. Like for me, it goes Nathan Peterman is all. There's a Nathan Peterman reference. For me, it goes Nathan Peterman is always number one. Like the worst quarterback of all time. Dwayne Haskins might be number two, but I don't think Mitch is Nathan Peterman level. But man, he's gonna be out of here pretty soon. Kamara, I thought they said Kamara was cleared. He should be. Saints will be winning 30-24. Darnell Mooney will catch a Hail Mary. You banking on a Hail Mary? That's tough. Watson for Jimmy G and a first, second, and fourth round pick. I think that's the destination he's gonna go. It looks like he's trying to force his way to Chicago, which, oh my God. Like, why would I want to deal with Deshaun Watson and Aaron Rodgers? I would leave immediately. Whatever fan base would like me, I would be out of there if they sent Deshaun Watson to Chicago. Haskins to ATL. I don't think so. I think he's gonna get another gig, but it's gonna be a while before we see him play again. Saints defense is no joke. Fuck Matt Mellon. Hell yeah. Matt Mellon too. Mr. Mocha, what up? The Raiders suck. Correct. That's accurate. Without both Kamara and Thomas, it might be an interesting game. It's going to be a defensive battle. I like defensive battles. Everybody thinks it's boring. I like defense. I'm in the minority on that. The Bills win. Nathan Peterman needs a ring for mentoring Josh Allen. Nathan Peterman needs to. Is he in Oakland? He's on the team right now, isn't he? I think he's the back. Last I remember, he was the backup in Oakland. Nathan Peterman needs to be selling insurance. Watson isn't going. Scott, you keep saying that about. You said that about Stafford. Somebody's going somewhere. They're going to force their way out. Like, I don't think Stafford's leaving. Not this year. But I think Watson's going to force his way out. Like, it doesn't seem like he's like they're pissing him off, I think. And to not even go after the coach that he wanted, that's funny. Stafford will go before Watson. Fair. Scored 62 and 30. Yeah, Steph came back with a vengeance. I'm excited to kind of watch them play. I watched a little bit of the 62-point game, and I watched the 30-point game a little bit too. He's if he gets in his zone, Haskins, the Steelers, maybe. I see that as a really cheap option, but he's not serious about football, man. He's just out there. So it's not gonna work. Like, he's gonna have to change his attitude quickly. Raiders need Chiefs OC coach and defensive coordinator. Ravens. According to Google, Peterman is on the Raiders. Yeah. The Texans are not eating that money. Time and time. I don't know what that's in reference to. Curry pulled up. I took it personal. He was sitting there with, like, MJ. I met Matt Stafford when he played the Giants a while back. That's cool. What was it? He a cool guy? That's one guy that I want to interview. So for tomorrow, I'm doing like a regular video, like a something that's not Lions related. We're doing 10 greatest games in Wild Card Weekend. If you can comment on this video and guess all 10 of the games that I use, I will send you a t-shirt. So all you need to do is 10 guesses. They don't have to be in order. Bonus points if they are in order. I'll get you something extra. But what 10 games did I say are the best 10 wild card games in NFL history? I know I owe a couple of you out there some gear too. It's coming soon. So my Chiefs jersey, Raiders one. The Lions new coach. I think they're going. So I heard through the grapevine that it was going to be Harbaugh. I think he was leveraging that with Michigan. But I think it's going to be Salah. Is it Salah? Yeah, whatever. I'll learn it. Stafford isn't going anywhere. Whoever takes this team has 5 draft picks. Maybe after next year when they have more picks to play with, and you trade Stafford if the season is bad next year. He's a cool guy. He said, "What's up, man?" and then moved to do warm-ups. Josh Jacobs said, "Let me hold my beer drinking in the car." Time and time. I didn't get the reference, Cole. Yeah, that was one of my favorite videos to make. I could do another one based off of that Vikings game. That Vikings game was terrible, man. I can't believe that's the worst. Like, there were enough plays this year that just it's like, come on, man, please just give us a fair shake. It's hard. It's hard watching the Lions get screwed. Peterson needs to go. I'm not like, I think he's going to have a little more leeway because he won them their first Super Bowl. They got a controversy on their hands though with Wentz. Do you guys think Wentz is going anywhere, and where do you think he's going? Like, he's not happy. I don't think anybody should be happy about the Harbaugh thing. Just he's not who he says he is. Which team interviewed Jim Call? It was the Texans, I think, wasn't it? I think the Texans. I know we interviewed Marvin Lewis. I think the Texans interviewed Marvin Lewis too. It was coaching the whole time, man. It's like terrible schemes. You saw Okuda said something about just like turmoil in the locker room. That stuff can be damaging. Like, the coaches don't respect you. Hard to get anything out of them. You don't respect the coaches. That toxic locker room. Yo, that I hope not, Francisco. I saw I think somebody debunked it. But Patricia, Gase, and McDaniels to the Texans. If I was Deshaun Watson, I would ask to be traded immediately. Yeah, I think I saw somewhere on Twitter that they said that that's not true. That's horrible. That's a horrible trio. No, thank you. Fifth least favorite team. I hate the Packers. Packers are my number one least favorite team. Yeah, that was funny. Like, I expect them to expect the Eagles to like play hard, but that was a top 5 troll moment right there. Fire Matt Patricia always. No line, no Marvin Lewis. We don't need no Marvin Lewis. I would rather not. FTP. Oh yeah. The only thing that sucks is only someone is going to get Bevel, and he's looking into us. You think LaFleur's? You think LaFleur gonna come BOC? I coached with Mike LaFleur at Elmhurst in 2010. I don't know what he is in San Francisco right now. His offensive quality control, I think. But I coached with him at Elmhurst College in 2010. Look, man, could have been coaching in the NFL. Instead, I'm here talking to my favorite people on Fan Friday. You got Ravens over Titans 34-28. I see it. It's not a bad weather game, is it? All right, we got our picks for the weekend. No, the Lions have not interviewed me yet. Super Bowl, the Packers went home in embarrassing fashion in NFC Championship. Yeah, that team, the last 5 games was fun. I hope somehow they can convince him or they let him stick around. But that team was fun, and man, a little bit more on the defensive side. Like, I don't understand the full rebuild people. I mean, you got to re-sign a whole bunch of players, but like the people that's trying to tear everything down. That's what we always do. Like, when we fired GM, like we did that in 08 when we got Stafford. That's a full rebuild. That's necessary. Now We got to take what we have and improve upon it. That's how the transition works. Like we had this conversation about quarterbacks and how the evolution now is like they throw quarterbacks right into the mix. And I think it's kind of stunting the growth of those players because you look at how people are off of Tua. Like, I don't think that people are seeing Tua as the guy that they thought that they would see. So now, like, or Josh Rosen would be another example of one of those guys. Like, those guys were thrust into a situation, and the only way to get better at playing quarterback in the NFL is by playing quarterback. And if you're a backup or if you're a rookie and you're not on like a stacked team or anything along those lines, then year 2 and year 3, you're probably going to do yourself a disservice because like learning how to play the hardest position of football isn't easy. That's why it's the hardest position in football. Like, I don't think that people are as high on Tua as they were when he won that first game, when there was no film on him. You don't get tendencies. You don't get like when guys are in the league and you start to get their habits and their tendencies, it's easier to figure them out. And that's why, veteran quarterbacks, like guys that can make those decisions mentally, and they've seen every look, they've seen every formation, they've seen every coverage. Like, those are the guys that you want. And by throwing these young guys in there and just like, hey, whatever, it's doing them a disservice. Like, I think Herbert's season was really good, and I think he's going to adjust to the NFL well. Like, you can see how many guys or young quarterbacks are like in jeopardy, right? Like, Daniel Jones is an iffy guy. Like, Sam Darnold, you don't really know about him yet and what type of quarterback he'll be. And there are just guys out there that aren't necessarily going to succeed at this because, like, you see a guy like Dwayne Haskins. He's gonna struggle. Like, he's gonna be a career backup now. And he's going to be like, I guess, Tyrod Taylor. Like, you hear all these names, Fitzpatrick, all of these guys are journeyman quarterbacks just because, like, once you know what you're getting out of the quarterback position, you just got to hope you can find something like a gem elsewhere. Like, you can find a really good defense or a great running back that can get you yards, that can get you points. Like, it's hard to play quarterback, and those young quarterbacks are getting done nasty. Sorry about that rant. That's I haven't really been paying attention to what you guys have been saying. Let's see. Lions should sign. Okay. Nathaniel Hackett. I'm not sure about that. Lions should sign Haskins to put behind Stafford for a year or two. I don't think that Haskins is going to be the guy. I think like a guy like Gardner Minshew could be a low-cost alternative to something like that. Like, I think he had a lot of upside and he needed some mentorship. Like, there wasn't. I can't believe Chase Daniel was that bad. Like, the only reason he keeps getting jobs is because he plays the Lions and he be kicking their ass. Like, he's horrible. I don't think. Like, I think if you can find a guy that you can like put behind him that will actually learn, like, I don't know. Don't want to rebuild. What do you think the Washington football team will do with their quarterback? I think it's Cam or Trey Lance. I think they're going to draft one. I don't think Cam is good anymore. Like, he can't muscle the ball downfield. His body's wearing on him. Like, I know everybody's going to say that, like, the Patriots were down players this year, but Cam still didn't look good. Yeah, and I think, like, a retool, like, man, go offense. You get a big play receiver for Stafford, and you just try to outscore people. You got to hope that you can scheme a defense that can get you 3 or 4 stops a game, and you have an offense that can put up points. Like, defense, people make defense so cut and dry. Like defense doesn't win championships. It's quarterback play. You can win a championship with like a mediocre defense that gets hot at the right time, or just a good defense that gets hot at the right time. Like the Giants Super Bowl against the Patriots. Like their defense got really hot towards the end of the season and in the playoffs. And all you have to do, you throw different looks at people, you try to confuse quarterbacks, and turnovers, like tips, overthrows, stripping the ball. That's all you have to do to be a good defense. And or you put pressure on the quarterback and make them do something outside of their comfort zone. Like there isn't a 2000 Ravens or what's another really good defense? Damn, I can't think. But like a defense like that, that's like once every 10, 12, 15 years. Like those types of defenses aren't going to win championships consistently because there's always going to be too much turnover, and like you don't get those shutdown defenses. You just got to get guys to get to make plays, get turnovers, and make tackles. Like that's all defense is. Like the way the game's played now, it's in the air, it's speed, it's fast. So I don't think the emphasis on defense is what the Lions need. I think ball control, time of possession, and an offense that can strike. Like I think the Chiefs have the mold for what the NFL is going to be for the next decade or so. It's going to be high flying, high octane, scoring at will, because you're getting all these fast receivers and quarterbacks who can, throw the ball, they can chuck it. Herbert's putting it up, and the game is tailored to the offense. So, I mean, how important is defense really? When you really, like, in the grand scheme of things, you're not there. There aren't like 10-7 games anymore. Like you can get you a receiver that's fast, get him a couple of deep balls down the field. Like the game is tailored toward the offense, so you got to start playing towards the offense. Like those RPOs aren't going away. I think it's escapability is also something out of quarterbacks that you're going to start seeing more. Is like you don't want a dual threat quarterback, but you want a guy that can extend the play. Like all those guys that move in and out the pocket, they like Aaron Rodgers would be a guy that his game translates to the evolution of the game. But, I mean, he might slow down during the next phase of his career. He didn't this year. Stafford's a guy that he doesn't take off. He still looks to throw. He's escapable. He gets out the pocket. And then you got guys that can run, like Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson. Even Daniel Jones can move and run, and he gets like 86-yard carries and stuff like that. So that's the next phase of the quarterback position. And the Tom Brady era, the Philip Rivers era, that whole era is they're dinosaurs. So like that's what's coming next, and that means that like defenses are gonna have to change, and offenses are going to be more geared towards RPOs and making defenses think. So, like, the defense are going to have to counter with faster guys, longer guys who can get tips, longer guys who might not get to the quarterback, but, they're in the passing lane. So, I mean, football is so mental. Like, I think the way that the coaches go about it is they have their scheme, and that's all they know. And it does a disservice to the players that they have sometimes. So a little bit of my brain. That's why I say the Lions won't trade Stafford before next year. It makes zero sense. Fitzmagic play. That was great. That was just a heady throw. What I guess, man. It was magic. That's it. That's the only way to describe it. Yeah, it's his first year, but he doesn't look like what people thought or imagined he would be. So Lions interview Dan Quinn. I hope not. Did they? Oh yeah. What? Let's talk about Galladay and his contract. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna. We don't have a GM yet. Let's nobody really take care of that stuff. I think that. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna franchise him or not. I would. Haskins lost and hit the booty cheek club. That's how you do it. That's how you celebrate losses. No, they didn't. Colts or Pats? Which Colts or Pats are we talking? Stafford might go to the Broncos. That would be a good fit. He got receivers and a pretty decent defense. The Tampa Bay game, Daniel was trash. They benched Minshew, so to tank better. I think Minshew will be the new Fitz. Yeah, I could see him in that mold, like a guy that come in and win you some games. And I mean, it's nothing wrong with that because Fitz has carved out a nice career. Cam's what? Yeah, Cam. I mean, the graphic of all the receivers that the Patriots have drafted in Belichick's era is crazy because all of those receivers were trash. Yeah, the diet was COVID. Who's the number 2 pick? I think it's going to be Fields. I saw. Was it McShay's mock, or it's either Fields or Wilson? McShay's mock had Fields dropping to 15. Jacoby Myers is the best option. He's not good at all. Cam looked good first month, but Shody isn't durable like he used to be. Captain Chris, what's up? The defense doesn't win championships, but you can't win one with the mediocre one. See Rodgers play out. No, because, man, a lot of those, like, point out the NFC Championship game, for instance, like, that wasn't on, like, they got a stupid onside kick, and they didn't come up with anything on offense in the second half. And, yeah, that's partly defense. Like, they gave up those points, but, I mean, there's a lot that has to, like, a collapse like that, that's kind of on everybody. Like, if you give up an onside kick on special teams, you recover that. It's like, come on. I guess that's just fate. But not make an excuse because FTP. Trevor Lawrence was salty after the Ohio State loss. Man, yeah, Ohio State got in their ass. That was crazy. Rams defense was great for 2 years ago, but couldn't put up any points. Exactly. Like, quarterbacks win championships, man. Like, you think out of all the Super Bowls, you probably got a handful of great defenses, like great defensive games. Tampa Bay, when they beat Oakland. Seattle, when they beat Denver. The Ravens. And then, like, I think there was a Raiders defense that was really good, and the Skins. But, like, you don't get those, like, oh, this defensive effort. It's always tight. And if your quarterback, like, you look at a Rex Grossman, like the Bears Colts game, like, that's the best defense, one of the best defenses ever. And I think it was 2005. And Rex Grossman, he got a Desmond Howard Devin Hester kick return, and that was like it. That was it for him. So that theory that defense wins championships is a myth. Great defenses just show up. That's it. Quarterbacks win championships. Blow, pack, blow. Let's get it. I like this group. This group hates the Packers as much as I do. Titans got lucky with that field goal. What do you think of Nagy? I'm glad that he's staying in Chicago, and I hope he brings Mitch back with him. What do you think the annex is? Next rivalry like Tom Brady? Probably Patty Moe and I don't know. I don't think Lamar is on his level yet. I don't know. That's a good question. It's going to be Mahomes and somebody, and with Mahomes taking it a lot of the time, I guess it would be Lamar, and Lamar would be Peyton Manning in that role. Yeah, Mahomes and Lamar. I don't think it's Herbert yet. I want to see how Herbert comes out next season, but that would be a good one for a division at least. Dual threat or someone that escapes the pocket. He hasn't gotten any in like a year. Megatron cost us a game. The Seahawks game? Julio to Pats, maybe. Haskins lost and where is that? Qwality to Pats or Julio to Pats. Minshew is like a bridge quarterback. Yeah. Like a Fitz. Fitz would be a bridge quarterback is a good, I guess, description of it. Bro, since the Jets fired Big Eye Gase to give Darnold another chance. I don't think you pass up a generational talent like Lawrence. Like you hope that you can put weapons around him and keep Darnold to be that bridge, but they're gonna throw him out there early just to see what he has. They might throw him out there to start, so I don't know. Bills fan for the playoffs. I like it. I hate the people call the Giants the New Jersey Giants, like, call the Cowboys the Arlington Cowboys or the Bills the Orchard Park Bills. Yeah, I won't stream tomorrow. I may stream one of the games if you guys want to, kick it. I will definitely be streaming Sunday. Imagine going 4-12 and not drafting until the third. What playoff game do you think will be the biggest upset, tomorrow or Sunday? I don't see any upset. I think all the favorites are winning, but I think the upset potential will probably be I don't know. It's gotta be. I don't know. I don't see any upsets. I can't even say. I think like the one that would be the most shocking is Bears Saints, and I think that's probably like I would call that one a toss up at this point. If Kamara's playing, it's less of a toss up. But I just don't like. I know Mitch is going to come out and do some wild stuff. I don't see anything. Everything else is kind of tight. Like the Ravens and Titans is probably the closest game. I don't think Washington stands a chance. Cam going to be a journeyman. Yeah. At this point, I think so. I got Ravens too. Man, a Bill O'Brien. Like, listen, I think Bill Belichick be sending these guys out. Like, destabilize that franchise because they did a number on us in Detroit and the Texans. Bears Saints will be the upset. I mean, that's the one that I think is the closest. Ravens 23-21. If the noise continues, the defense will be charged with a timeout. That was one of the craziest rules I ever saw on paper. Rams, the biggest potential of upset. No, yeah, I think they're a lot closer. I mean, it's a division game. It's the playoffs. Like that's a lot closer than what the numbers would say. Did Bill O'Brien have brain surgery? Nah, man, he's just a stubborn coach. So, I appreciate you guys showing back up. Look out for tomorrow. I'm gonna do the 10 greatest wildcard games in NFL history. Make sure you drop a line in the comments here and try and guess what 10 games I put on there. Winning the show. They picked up the flag. Actually got Steelers beating KC. Oh man, you are drunk. The Steelers beating KC 22-21. All right. Well, we're gonna see that. I'll be back here for a stream on Sunday, guys. Make sure you guys enjoy your Friday night and stay safe out there.